It's the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. Welcome to another production here from the Open Mic Broadcast Network. It is our mission to try to bring you some news you could use. Today is no exception to the rule. Follow me on Twitter, X, at The Mike Prince Show. Subscribe to the YouTube channel at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Don't forget to visit the website with our 24-hour stream at obnradio.com. With all that being established, let us jump right into today's episode. Well, it is the land of football, baseball, and softball, but of course, baseball and softball taking the front seat in this time of season. And with that being said, it was the start of the Southwestern Athletic Conference softball tournament by way of Gulfport, Mississippi on Tuesday. And it was somewhat of a shocker. Most of your top seeds won, with the exception to Prairie View. Prairie View fell to the number 4 seed, Alabama State, by the score of 7-3. Texas Southern was able to take care of Bethune-Cookman by the score of 6-2. You had Jackson State victorious over Southern by the score of 8-3. And FAMU got away with one against University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff by the score of 2-1. So the matchups will be, in particular, that for the case of Prairie View, they'll face off against Southern University today in an elimination game. Now, the Panthers have what it takes. They went 23-1 in conference play. Hopefully the psyche will be okay and intact for the Panthers to resume taking care of business. They had not lost a contest in 30 days, and they fell short, as we mentioned, to the Alabama State Hornets, who, although were number 4 seed, were no typical number 4 seed. With the strong division play from the East of FAMU in particular, and even the ranks of Bethune and Jackson, ASU found themselves in that number 4 spot, but they were able to hold off the Lady Panthers, and they will do battle later on today with FAMU. Other matchups, as we mentioned, you have Prairie View and Southern. Texas Southern will do battle with Jackson State, and Bethune-Cookman will do battle with the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. So day 2 will begin later today, which is actually Wednesday, May the 8th at 10:30 a.m. Central Time. In the world of baseball, non-conference play for the Southwestern Athletic Conference saw that the Bethune-Cookman fell short to Stinson by the score of 8-7 on Tuesday night. Alabama State was victorious over South Alabama by the score of 12-2. Louisiana Lafayette victorious over Jackson State by the score of 5-0. Now, as we move forward, the weekend matchups, you're going to have an early series start between Texas Southern and Alcorn. They'll actually start on Thursday, and they'll play through Saturday due to graduation arrangements. And as we bring that up, we know that there were a bunch of rainouts last week, in particular for that of Texas Southern and Prairie View. And with the time that's remaining on the schedule and the availability, it looks like that Prairie View, Texas Southern will not be able to get that series in, and that is very, very disappointing if you are a PV Texas Southern fan. And it also is going to lead to a very convoluted, congested finish for the West. They're going to have to more than likely result to the 80% factor, and the 80% factor is they'll determine the standings based on 80% of the games that were scheduled to be played conference play to determine the final placing. It's not as heavy as it could be, even though it's disappointing, because for the most part, you know, the 4 teams out of the West will be Southern University, Grambling, Texas Southern, and Prairie View. University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff and Alcorn will actually not qualify for the tournament. It's just going to be a matter of the seedings between 2, 3, and 4. But that's neither here nor there. The bottom line is that PV will continue to move forward toward the tournament. Other matchups for the weekend series will have Southern doing battle with the University of Arkansas Pine Bluff Golden Lions. That game will be in Arkansas. You'll also have Bethune-Cookman traveling to Jackson State to take on the JSU Tigers. Another intriguing matchup will see the FAMU Rattlers travel to Montgomery, Alabama to take on the Alabama State Hornets. The Panthers of Prairie View will travel to take on the Grambling State Tigers this weekend. And the Delta Devils of Mississippi Valley will be hosting Alabama A&M on the weekend. As we mentioned, although it's disappointing, technically the East and the West teams are already decided who will meet in Atlanta to start the 2024 baseball tournament. Of course, from the East, you'll have FAMU, Bethune-Cookman, Jackson State, and Alabama State. And just when you thought you had enough, you have the Black College World Series that'll be starting on today from Montgomery, Alabama. Those who were fortunate enough to hear our interview with the creator of this World Series competition, Mr. Michael Coker, you can go back to the YouTube channel at Open Mic Broadcast Network and check out that interview leading up to the 2024 participants, which will be Bluefield. You're also going to have Talladega, Miles College, Florida Memorial, Edward Waters, and Wiley College. That will start 9 a.m. Central Time on Wednesday from Montgomery, Alabama. So we got a lot of baseball and softball set at the table. It's time to dig in and eat. Hopefully the Panthers will be able to regroup and get back into their winning ways as they'll face off against the Southern Jags later on today. You can stay tuned right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network or on our Twitter X site at The Mike Prince Show and keep up with the scores, updates, and highlights. Don't forget that there's another golf tournament. I want to thank everyone that helped and support the Panther backers with Dino Robinson and crew. You get a chance to help support PV Athletics one more again on May 24th from Hempstead, Texas for the Panther Club's golf tournament. I've got the exit stage left for right now. My time is far spent. I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. Thank you guys so much for joining in with us. Don't forget, follow me on Twitter X at The Mike Prince Show and subscribe to the YouTube channel at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. And until the next time, you guys be blessed, and we'll see you on the other side.